Why pollution control officers or PCO are expected to act as educators? Sinasabi nga ng iba, pollution control officers are educators. Well, by design, under DNR Administrative Order 2014-02, particularly Section 10, Item number 20, the pollution control officer under this section, it says, I read and I quote, initiate and intensify environmental management activities, including awareness campaign within their organization. So by design, under this provision, expected ang mga PCO to act as educators. Sinambit nga mismo dito, initiators and promoters of awareness. Sinasabi nga dito explicitly mandates that PCOs not just handle technical compliance task but also take on the role of internal education, awareness, and culture building. So, dito sa mga o dito sa Section 10, Item number 20, marami tayong pwedeng ma-derive na reasons why the PCO is an educator. Well, sa akin, meron tayong listahan why PCOs are expected to act as an educator. And therefore, PCOs are educators. Number one, bridging technical regulations to everyday staff behavior. Alam nyo, maraming mga employees that are not environmental specialist. Kanya-kanya tayo ng contribution sa company. The PCO must be able to translate environmental laws, standards, and company policies into understandable practices for all employees. Ganun ka hirap yan. Mas madali pa ang mag-apply ng permit kaysa mag-translate ng environmental laws, standards, company policies into standard or understandable guidelines and practices for employees. Halimbawa, by educating staff, the pollution control officer helps ensure that every employee, every person's day-to-day actions in handling waste, chemical use, energy consumption align with regulatory and company objectives. So number one talaga yung pagiging educator ng PCO is to bridge technical regulations to everyday staff behavior. Hindi mo naman kailangang pagpapatayin yung mga ilaw, lahat. Kung kaya mo namang immobilize ang mga empleyado, ang mga staff, na sila na mismo na kapag hindi ginagamit, papatayin na yung ilaw. At marami pang practices. Sabi ko nga kanina, handling waste, chemical use, energy consumption, water consumption, na dapat yung mga day-to-day actions, because you are educating them, nagkakaroon tuloy ng alignment with regulatory and company objectives. Number two, sa aking pananaw, bakit ang mga pollution control officers are educators too? Well, PCOs build awareness and ownership dito nga sa Section 10, Item number 20 ng DAO 2014-02. Ang PCO naman ang binigyan ng task ng EMB. The Regional Director of EMB Regional Office entrusted uh, to PCO to build awareness and ownership. Ang PCO, merong awareness campaign. When we have this campaign, it foster a sense of responsibility among employees. Alam naman natin sa mga management, mga managers, officers, meron na silang sense of responsibility dahil company nila yan eh. Project nila yan. Pero sa level ng mga employees, ang PCO, kapag merong awareness campaign, it foster a sense of responsibility also among employees. If workers understand why certain environmental laws, rules, and regulations exist, bakit ba merong batas pangkalikasan? Ba't may mga regulasyon? They are more likely, they are more likely to comply willingly. Yung alam nila bakit merong ganong batas o regulasyon. Hindi mo sila kailangan talagang takutin. You just give them understanding why certain rules, policies exist, and therefore they are more likely to comply willingly. Iba yung may salitang willingly. Not just because they are under supervision, because they are willing to comply. And from there, if they are willing to comply, this helps company uh, embed environmental values. Anong mga values meron sa kumpanya na nagiging kultura? 'Di ba may mga values turned into company culture. Yung dahil alam nilang kailangan magbawas ng wastewater discharge, nagiging value yung water conservation at nagiging kultura na pahalagan ang tubig. Making compliance less about enforcement and more about shared commitment. Gaano kahirap yan sa isang PCO to make or to foster a sense of responsibility among employees. Ngayon, kung kaya niya pang i-elevate pa yan to the management, to the managers, officers, eh napakalaking legacy na yan ng isang PCO sa pagiging educator. At pangatlo, ito tingnan nyo yung aking pananaw sa pagiging teacher o educator. The PCO may prevent pollution, prevent contamination, prevent incident, especially environmental incident, because they are informed employees. Alam niyo yung napakalalalim ng mga vision, mission, goals, and objectives at nire-relay ito sa lahat ng empleyado. Ganun din sa pagiging PCO. Many environmental incident in the company like chemical spills, oil spill, the improper disposal, improper segregation, the exceedance to standards set by DNR resulting from ignorance or negligence. Kung masipag lang ang isang PCO to inform employees, yan yung sinasabi ko po sa pananaw ko na preventive action through informed behavior. I will repeat, preventive action through informed behavior. Prevention is more cost effective and safer than remediation. Sa pag-aaral, mas mahirap yung lilinisin mo na yung maduming tubig at mas madali at epektibo yung tuturuan mo silang ah, magkaroon ng sense of responsibility at yung behavior nila as an informed behavior. Yung dahil di na mangyayari yung spillage, improper disposal, exceedance to standard of DNR dahil they are informed. So, yung preventive action through informed behavior. PCO's educational role helps mitigate risk before they occur. O pag sinabi mong ang proper handling ng chemicals, isa dito ay hindi mo pwedeng pagsamahin ang mga non-compatible chemicals sa isang storage facility. O kung pagtungkol naman sa um, proper disposal ng wastewater, hindi pwedeng basta na lang itatapon sa ilog, dapat mag-undergo ng treatment. Ang sinasabi natin sa pagiging educator ng PCO, preventive action through informed behavior, nakakatulong yan sa company. Number 4, sa pananaw ko, um, at ito yung pinaka-basic, ang PCO, kung mahilig yan magbasa, mag-aral, lalo mga related literature, sa company mismo, dahil hindi naman nila masyado ng nabibigyan ng panahon, yung continuous learning and updates. Alam mo, ang company, kung makakatipid in sa kanilang expenses through investment on technology. Ang tanong, anong technology? Halimbawa, standard. Ano yung standard na kailangang sundin? Ano yung dapat hindi mo ma-violate? Sino nakakaalam nun? Yung PCO. The Pollution Control Officer must facilitate continuous learning and updates. Oh, yung batas, sa daming batas meron sa ating bansa, kung mahilig ang isang PC o magbasa, i-translate niya yan as a facilitator, as an educator, na makakatulong sa company. Oh, environmental laws, technologies, and standards evolve. Alam ng PCO yan. Minsan may mga bagong policy, rules and regulation. The PCO, ang unang-una nakakaalam nito, at kailangan niya ngayong uh, i-update ang workforce. Halimbawa, very typical dito yung bumili ng chemicals yung purchasing department. Nung binili na yung chemicals, nakita ngayon nung PCO na, oh, bakit ka bumili ng ganyang chemicals? Bawal na yan. Pwede kang sagutin ng purchasing department representative na, alam mo pala, ba't di mo kami ini-inform? Halimbawa, nagkaroon ng paggamit ng chemicals and then merong residual. Kailangan na itong i-dispose. Kung huli na yung nalaman na yung chemicals na ginamit ay banned na pala sa Pilipinas, paano niya pa yan ma-dispose? So, ibig sabihin, nagsimula pa lang doon sa pag-purchase, alam na dapat nung purchasing na hindi to pwedeng bilhin. Or kung pwede man ito bilhin, kung ito ay regulated, controlled, at least alam kung ano yung necessary permits before nag-purchase para kung i-dispose, hindi mahirapan sa pag-dispose kasi may corresponding permit nung nagpo-purchase. Kaya maraming mga hazardous waste na hindi ma-dispose dahil walang proper registration and permitting acquisition mula nung binili. Kaya ang PCO must keep abreast with the environmental laws, policies, technologies, and standard. And the PCO must keep the workforce up to date, yung new requirements, new best practices, changes in procedures, na ang alam dry process pwede naman palang wet or ibaliktad pwede naman palang dry kung dating wet process. By being an educator as a PCO helps the company adapt to new regulations or internal policy changes smoothly. So yan. At marami pa tayong pwedeng sabihin bakit kailangan ng ah, PCO sa company. Ito ang panghuli. Mutual accountability and better decision making. When employees understand through the PCO the environmental risk and the reasons behind control measures. Ang mga company owners, managers, even employees, heads ng mga departments or sections, divisions, nakakatulong yung understanding sa mga environmental risk and the reasons behind the control measures, lalong-lalo pagdating sa operations, maintenance, procurement, logistic, etc. and more. Especially when allocating budget, paano mo masasabing i-allocate yung budget? One time, merong isang PCO na nag-request ng budget for the proper disposal of empty paint containers. Maraming empty paint containers. So, ang PCO sabi niya, pwede po bang mag-request ng budget amounting to 350,000 pesos? Madami yung empty paint containers. Sabi ng manager, bakit kailangan mo ng 350,000 pesos? Pwede mo naman yung ilagay doon sa kalsada, mamayang gabi may kukuha niyan ng mga ng mga scavenger o yung mga naghahanap ng pwedeng pagkakitaan galing sa basura. Sabi nung PCO, ito po kasing empty paint containers are considered hazardous waste. These are waste that are toxic in nature. And it requires special handling. It requires proper treatment prior to disposal in the concept of cradle to grave responsibility. So sabi nung manager, aba may ganyan pala na hindi pala to basta pwedeng itapon. So yung PCO, kung merong mutual o merong understanding sa bakit ginagawa niya ang pag-educate at yung namang mga managers, officers, heads, employees, nalalaman nila, they understand the risk and the reasons behind the control measures, they can make better decisions in their respective role. So yung gaya ng manager or management, if they are involved in allocating budget o mapapayagan talaga magbigay ng 350,000 pesos dahil na-inform sila. The decision making comes from understanding. So ang pagiging PCO, madali ang pag-apply ng mga permits pero ang mag-change ng behavior, ng mindset ng management, yun ang mas mahirap. So as a PCO, as an educator, you create a system where compliance is everyone's concern. Not just the PCO's burden. Yung bagang laging marinig mo sa mga PCO, wala naman tayong power dito. Hindi yun totoo. You have the power. Yun na nga sinabi natin kanina, number one, uh, you can bridge the gap. Bridging technical regulations to everyday staff behavior. Then, number two, you um, foster sense of responsibility among employees, lalong-lalo sa management. Yung napiprevent mo yung pollution, uh, preventive action through informed behavior. And pang-apat, facilitating continuous learning and updates. At panghuli ay yung mutual accountability and better decision making. I hope na embrace natin yung concept na ang pagiging PCO ay isa ding pagiging educator. We are expected to act as educator because by design, especially legal provision, Section 10, item number 20, DAO 2014-02, initiate and intensify environmental management activities, including awareness campaign, within their organization. End of quote. So I hope you have learned something today. Thank you very much for listening. We are educators as a PCO. Uh, if you want to know more about your role as PCO, if you want to know more about environmental compliance and management, please subscribe to this channel. Please share this video, and you are also encouraged to ask question below. Thank you very much for time listening, and God bless us all.